To fix the leak in this garden faucet, you have to unscrew this nut first and take the valve stamp off the unit. But before you even do this, you have to turn the valve inside the house off, so when you unscrew this, the water wouldn't come out. Basically, for the winter, that's what you should do also. You turn off the valve inside, drain the water out, so there'll be no water from here to inside the house. That's about at least a 6 to 10 inches length of pipe. So that water has to be drained out, otherwise it will freeze. So I'm gonna take you inside to look at the valve that you have to turn off inside. Of course, you can turn off the valve to the whole house, but it's better just to turn off the valve inside, so you can work on this. Usually an easy fix to change the washer or the gasket inside, but it's only easy if it works. After you change the washer, you could still have a leak, because sometimes it's a little bit more complicated than that. The valve seat could be worn. Then you might have to grind down the valve a little bit. But generally, you just tighten your compression washer down a little bit. That should do the job. If you use it a lot, then you probably should consider grinding down the valve or even changing the whole unit, but then that would become a major job, so that's not something you want to tackle. So this is the valve inside the house. That's probably about 12 inches from the siding. This is the valve that you have to turn off, and this is the valve that I have problems with. I wouldn't want to change the gasket in this unless it's difficult to reach, so I wouldn't want to do it unless I have to. When you're unscrewing this nut for the faucet, remember to put another wrench plier, so when you're turning it with the other wrench, the whole thing doesn't twist, otherwise you'll damage the pipe. So looks like this gasket, this is a new one. The old one has to be replaced, so I better do it before the winter comes. So basically all you do is unscrew the screw and put in an identical gasket. Of course, the problem with mine is the turn-off valve in the inside is also leaking a bit, but that's a major job to do that I won't tackle today. Right now I'm just trying to fix this small leak outside. This is actually, I shut off the inside turn-off valve already, but it is still, quite a bit of water coming out. So I'll deal with that later. Right now I'll change this gasket. So this is how it looks after I screw the new gasket in. I spray a little bit of, just a little bit on the threads, put a little bit of a WD-40, so it'll be easier for the thing to go in, the valve. Try not to get anything on the gasket itself. You don't want the oil or the solvent to dissolve the gasket. Okay, so now you just screw the thing back in. And basically it's not leaking now. It wasn't that bad before, but it was like drip, drip, drip. So that's no good. Actually, I have to repair the valve inside because in the winter you're supposed to drain the water. You're supposed to turn off the valve inside, drain the water, and then turn the valve off and cover this so in the freezing weather you won't freeze your pipes. So right now I'm just glad that it's not dripping anymore. Doesn't feel like it's dripping. So now all I have to do is tighten this lock nut back up and hopefully I'll be in business. I mean, this kind of thing always happens. You come home at night and you see a bit of water in the driveway and you have a problem. In the beginning I tried to solve the problem with these other sets of turn-off valve, but gradually the ball valve in this one wasn't holding, so I have to really repair the valve seat, but I didn't want to turn off the valve inside to do that, because the valve inside is a problem too. So right now I'm glad at least this part is not leaking, I hope. Alright, this is how it looks. I don't think it's leaking. Okay, thanks for watching.